So today I got a email from brother Kwabena, and he sent me this video link, and the name of the video link is called Why I Left South Africa Vent. So typically people give me timestamps of what's going on in the video or the most important parts of the video. And this video is over 81 minutes long, so I didn't really know where to start. So what I did was I looked at who it was, and it was Sydney Green, and I tried to read the description to see what timestamps were important. I couldn't find it. So what I did was, well, I pressed play, and here is what I found.
Wait, so yeah, I don't know how many of y'all know, but bouncing. I am leaving Cape Town, South Africa. I've been here for 2 years. I've been here since January 31st, 2020. So it is over 2 years that I've been here. And in about 24 hours or so, I'm going to be headed to my new chapter, which is going to be Mexico. And I'm very excited about that. So I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all a reel, give y'all why I'm happy to be leaving. I have another girl, Hunia. She's leaving too. You know, I'm just ready. Okay. First off, I'll start with the negative, then we'll end with the positive. So these men are ugly. They're ugly. I think South Africa has some of the most hideous men. They're ugly and they're dusty. All of the, and I'm not just saying South African men. The men that are in Cape Town are ugly. I just got back from a night on the town. I went to at least 5 or 6 places. My homegirl had a homie there. He was the only good looking man I saw all night. I think I saw maybe one more. And then I ran into these fine ass dudes from the UK. But as far as the day to day, the men are hideous. It really, and y'all don't think it's funny, but I'm just being real. It really makes me wish I was a man. Because at least I would, or a lesbian up in this. Because if you were interested in a man who looks good, if you don't want Biggie Smalls, Flavor Flav, if you don't want Biggie Whitaker, if you don't want, that when you pull off your brain on drugs, looking like that, then South Africa is just not the place for you. These men look terrible, okay? They don't have any social intelligence. They don't understand body language. It's not easy. It's not hard to know when a woman wants you in her face. If she's what you say? What? What? This is not the face that women make when they want you to keep talking to them. They also don't give you they don't do that when they want you to continue speaking to them. They don't do that. They don't do that when they want, no social intelligence whatsoever. I've never been around a culture where the men are socially stupid and they doing too much. It's because they're drunks. South Africans are drunks, which is why during COVID, they shut down alcohol sales because these idiots are so miserable that they go and wrecking cars, taking up all of the hospital spots for COVID. Now, I don't believe any of that shit. It's true, but it's neither here nor there. They're miserable and they're drunks. This is the most dangerous place to be a woman because the are always beating and killing women and kids. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of African men in general. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of the misogynisticness, tired of the poverty, tired of missing teeth. Why are you in a Benz with teeth missing? That's for the Nigerians, because South Africans are too broke to afford nice cars. Tooth looking like little Nas X's, not little Nas X, looking like Blueface's girlfriend. Just looking all.
So let me just say that was, again, quite brutal. I'm looking at ladies in the comment section of the video. Some ladies are saying, I appreciate this insight. Passion Flower says this video had me crying. You're right, though. African men generally don't care about foreplay unless they're Americanized. And you don't have anybody in the comment section, saying anything about disrespecting black men. Now, if it was a black man that said the same thing about South African women, this video would have a lot of comments from both women and men, and that video would be removed down from YouTube. But I wanted to know about Miss Sydney Green, what she does. I'm not gonna play the video, but she is a phone sex operator. That's what her job title is. And so I just kind of want to talk about some of the things she's talking about in the video. Number one, you say that these men are unattractive and they're not good looking. They're missing teeth and things like that. All right, if that's the case and you were there for 2 years. So then my question would be, wherever you came from, why didn't you have somebody that was there? It only makes sense. If you want to disrespect these men, call them poor, call them stupid, say that they don't have social or emotional intelligence, all which is wrong, because you can find those kind of people anywhere in the world. So for the men that you think are attractive, what happened? I mean, you said you found some guys that were in the UK. What happened? Let me just be real, if we can be honest, right? And I'm not the type of person to want to take shots, but my question is, since she has that smoke for these guys, what would South African guys say about her in general? Like, go to Cape Town. Can she be competitive with the ladies in Cape Town? If you want to talk about physical appearance, that's the question that you guys can answer for yourself. But is that the case? And that's what we got to really deal with, right? I mean, to say that, you know, these guys are ugly, these guys are unattractive and all of this, fine. You don't want to deal with them there. What place in the world, because you're a phone sex operator, because you can level up and live anywhere you want? All right, fine. Then why don't you, number one, A, have a partner, or two, you know, able to get somebody wherever you're at? The issue is, I think it's clear as day. The way that you act and the way that you talk, you probably can't get the kind of guy that you would want. And what's happening is that you're getting all of these guys that you say are unattractive, probably because those are maybe the men that are willing to engage you. Now, that's something that we don't want to deal with. And, you know, talk. And I mean, if you look at the lady, let me just say this. She has like red, I don't know, blue, yellow, orange hair. I'm not going to say that the lady is unattractive. I don't believe that. But I mean, it probably is a little bit off-putting to see certain hairstyles that are maybe that colorful for certain guys. It may be intimidating. Again, I don't think she's unattractive. I think she's a good-looking lady. You know, whatever. I know you guys don't like my taste, but the attitude, though, the attitude is what is probably most likely problematic. And again, to talk about men in that way, to call them ugly, to call them stupid, you know, and you're going to leave their country because the men are just so unattractive. And then all the women in the comment section agreeing and laughing, knowing if it's the other way around, if a South African guy would have said it about you in the same light you're saying that about them, his video would be taken down from YouTube and he would be reported to YouTube, and then people will call him a misogynist. He's a hater. And then you threw all these South African men under the bus, like all of them are participating in, you know, crimes against women. Now, does that happen in South Africa? Absolutely. But that doesn't imply that all of that is happening in South Africa. Just like Chicago is dangerous, but is every black man in Chicago out there shooting and killing people? No. South Africa has good people and bad people just like anybody else. And for you to throw every man in Cape Town or every man in South Africa, you mentioned Nigerian men, I think that's very disrespectful, and you actually owe them an apology. And yet, women who are thinking that's funny had to be somebody talking about your group, like the African American class, you would lose your mind. But that's how hypocrisy works. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.